You're watching South Asia Newsline, and here are the top stories we're tracking for you on Monday, the 18th of September. PM Modi kickstarts special parliament session, terms it short but historic. Death toll surpasses 800 in Bangladesh due to dengue outbreak. And Sri Lanka's economy shrank 3.1% in Q2 amid financial crisis. And now for all the details. The special session of Parliament was kick-started on Monday as PM Modi initiated the discussion on 75 years of the parliamentary journey. The 5-day-long session, which began in the old Parliament building, will move to the new Parliament premise on Tuesday, where as per the tentative list of agenda, 4 bills will be introduced by the government. Prime Minister Narendra Modi opened the discussion on the parliamentary journey as the 5-day special session of the Parliament began on Monday. Addressing the lower house of the Parliament, PM Modi said it was an emotional moment to leave the old Parliament building, which has witnessed several historical decisions from abrogation of Article 370 to reservations for economically weaker sections. Recounting history, Prime Minister said, from Jawaharlal Nehru's tryst with destiny to Vajpayee iconic speeches, the Parliament was witness of various leaders presenting their vision of India. He said many bittersweet memories have been associated with the old premise, which has now become a shared memory and pride.
आजादी के बाद बहुत बड़े-बड़े विद्वान लोगों ने बहुत आशंकाएं व्यक्त की थी। पता नहीं देश का क्या होगा, चल पाएगा कि नहीं चल पाएगा, एक रहेगा कि बिखर जाएगा, लोकतंत्र बना रहेगा नहीं, 50 लेकिन इस देश की संसद की ताकत है कि पूरे विश्व को गलत सिद्ध कर दिया.
Well, this building is full of memories, as the Prime Minister also said. It's also full of history. It'll be a sad moment. Let's hope the new building has better facilities and more convenience for the members of Parliament, new technology, all of those things. We'll have to see. But still, it's always an emotional moment to leave an institution which is so full of history and so full of memories.
The special session, which began in the old Parliament building, will move to the new building on Tuesday. The government has so far listed 4 bills, including the legislation to regulate the appointment of Chief Election Commissioner as part of the legislative business. Opposition lawmakers are also seeking passage of the Women Reservation Bill. And India's Foreign Minister S. Jaishankar this past weekend highlighted that Prime Minister Narendra Modi took the lead and was very clear about the African Union becoming a permanent member of the G20 grouping. India amplified the voice of the Global South during the G20 summit in New Delhi under its presidency of the bloc. Addressing students of India's Institute of Space Science and Technology in Kerala, Jaishankar said Africa has gone through enough suffering and they needed a helping hand.
When we became president, he was very clear saying, look, enough of this, we will do something, I will take the lead. And which is what he did. I mean, he wrote to the other 19 leaders saying, this is India's firm view, please let me know, where you stand. And I think it forced the issue.
PM Modi has called the inclusion of the African Union in the G20 a significant stride towards a more inclusive global dialogue. He stated that India was looking forward to collaborative efforts that benefit the entire world. The African Union consists of 55 member states. Moving on, a prominent political activist has highlighted Pakistan's nefarious agenda behind the Anantnag encounter, in which 3 Indian security personnel were killed in action. A report. In the aftermath of killing of 3 Indian security personnel during anti-terror operations in Jammu and Kashmir's Anantnag last week, activist Dr. Shabir Chaudhary has said that a rise in terrorism is being designed to create chaos and divert attention from uprisings in POK and Gilgit-Baltistan. He pointed out there has been massive anti-Pakistan sentiment in its occupied territories due to ongoing economic crisis, and Pakistani agencies had to do something to divert people's attention.
एंड जिस तरीके से महंगाई है, बिजली का जिस तरह लूट सूट जारी है, उसके ख़िलाफ़ जो है ये मुजाहरे हुए हैं। और पाकिस्तानी जो इस्टेब्लिशमेंट है, पाकिस्तानी गवर्नमेंट है, जो उनकी एजेंसीज जो हैं, दे वर अननर्व्ड बाय दिस। तो उनको डाइवर्शन की अशद बहुत ज़रूरत थी, तो उन्होंने डाइवर्शन पैदा की, क्योंकि तहकीक करने के लिए या तफ्तीश करने के लिए आई डोंट नो भी क्या क्या करना पड़ेगा उनको। तो नतीजा क्या निकलेगा? जब इस तरह की लोग हरकत होगी तो लोगों के में गम और गुस्सा आएगा, और गम और गुस्सा वो ज़ाहिर किसके ख़िलाफ़ आएगा? बहुत से लोग कहेंगे कि इंडिया ने हमारे ख़िलाफ़ ये किया, हमसे नाइंसाफ़ी हो रही है, हम पर जुल्म हो रहा है। तो ज़ाहिर है कि जिन लोगों ने ये प्लान किया अटैक, उनकी तो उन पाँचों उंगलियां घी में और सर कढ़ाई में है।
India also blames Pakistan aids terrorists to spread unrest in Kashmir Valley, a charge Islamabad denies. The Kathmandu District Attorney Office on Sunday registered case against 29 people over their involvement in the 61 kilograms gold smuggling case, local media reported. Among those implicated in the case, 9 are reportedly foreign nationals of China, India and Belgium. Authorities in July this year had confiscated over 61 kilograms of gold, which had arrived in form of cargo consignment from Hong Kong. So far, the investigating agencies have arrested 26 people for their involvement, while 3 others implicated in the case by the Attorney Office, including a Chinese national, are on the run. And the death toll due to the deadly dengue outbreak in Bangladesh has surpassed 800 this year. The Directorate General of Health Services has informed that 804 deaths took place due to dengue fever in 2023, including 211 in September and 342 in August. As many as 10,437 dengue patients are currently receiving treatment at hospitals across the country. Till date, 167,684 dengue cases have been recorded this year. There is no vaccine or drug that specifically treats dengue, which is common in South Asia during the June to September monsoon season. It is caused by the Aedes aegypti mosquito, which thrives in stagnant water. Symptoms include high fever and joint pain and vomiting. Moving on, Sri Lanka's economy shrank 3.1% in the April to June quarter, official data has revealed, as the country struggles to claw out of its worst financial crisis in decades. The downturn was driven by high inflation, a depreciating currency and lower purchasing power. Sri Lanka's central bank projects that GDP will shrink by 2% this year, having contracted 7.8% in 2022 after the island's economy fell into a severe foreign exchange crisis that decimated growth. This comes as an IMF delegation is currently in Sri Lanka for the first review of its bailout program, which will require progress on restructuring the country's bilateral and bondholder debt. And India's Mumbai is popularly known as the city of dreams, with many rags to riches stories. However, none is more remarkable than the story and journey of Maleesha Kharwa, a girl from the slum who has turned into a teenage model and internet influencer. 15-year-old Maleesha Kharwa once lived with her family in a waterfront slum in Mumbai. But thanks to a chance encounter with American actor Robert Hoffman, who wandered into their slum and gave her a breakthrough she needed. And now the family has moved up into a rented one-room apartment. Hoffman posted videos of Maleesha's cheeky but winning personality and moments of her teaching him how to speak Hindi with a voice that burst with happiness, belying the hardship she's known, having lost her mother at a young age, leaving her father to juggle his day job while raising 2 children. Knowing the power of the internet, Hoffman helped her launch a GoFundMe campaign. Since then, Maleesha has become a model and social media influencer, using the hashtag #ThePrincess from the Slum in some of her posts.
My life means I feel I'm very happy of myself that before I used to stay in a hut, but now I have a nice house for myself, and now I will take a very big house for my family on rent, and I'm excited for that.
In March, a luxury Indian cosmetics brand, Forest Essentials, part owned by L'Oreal, chose Maleesha as the face of its Yufti campaign, celebrating young Indian women. She hopes this will be the springboard to a career as a model, though she intends to concentrate on her studies until she finishes school. Her breakthrough reflects gradually changing attitudes in a country where advertising, popular culture and Bollywood films glorify fair skin as an ideal of beauty.
तो इतनी दुआ करता हूँ कि जो बेटा हम लोग ने जैसा दिन नहीं देखे, जैसे देख लिए हम लोग ने जैसा परिस्थिति से निकाल लिए, हमारे बच्चे ऐसे परिस्थिति नहीं देखे और आगे के दिन में वो लोग को मतलब हमारी दुआ है कि कुछ कामयाब बने.
Well, that's all in tonight's edition. We'll see you same time tomorrow. Good night.